Welcome back to Middle of the Pack. I'm Pip,
Fax.
and we're going to go ahead and apologize to your mom because we know it's your favorite podcast. This was supposed to be out a couple days ago, but due to technological errors, it has to be pushed back a couple days. But we're here.
Yeah, hey, and honestly, you should be thanking us because now we have even more info to give to you. Things have updated, games have been played, and now you're getting the true no shit data that you've been clamoring at the bits for.
Yeah, because we know you've been waiting for us. We know you have.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, and I'm especially to the guy in Brussels. I know that you're probably asleep right now, but when you wake up or when you woke up on Monday and you were waiting for that episode and I didn't give it to you, that was a failure on me, and I apologize. And I love you.
Yeah, we love you, guy in Brussels.
Yeah, you're my favorite.
All right, we're going to hop on into what was a wash of a series from the Celtics and the Pacers.
Yeah, that was I don't know. I don't even think my brain has fully processed it yet just because it was just so snap quick like that. I expected so much more and my expectations were brought down so much as the series went on.
Yeah, I mean, it's also crazy to just look at it because you look at the main thing. Oh, Pacers got swept. Yeah, they did, but in like three of those games, they had like a 90% chance to win the game within like the last like 2 minutes.
Yeah. And like you were saying too, if you were actually in person watching the games happening live, you fully believed that 90%. Like when
Yeah,
I was watching each of those games in the fourth quarter, I was like, all right, we have a series here. Pacers are fighting back. Looks like they're going to grab one. And then, bam, 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left, whatever the hell. All of a sudden, they
choke
just
fit.
choke it away. Choke it away.
Yeah, and then losing Halliburton for game 3 and 4, not ideal. Not ideal at all.
No, not at all. And I mean, for me, it's the same shit I said about Giannis. If it is the playoffs, but now not even just the playoffs. This is the fucking semifinals, the go
Yeah.
home game. If your hamstring hurts, bro, take like 5 ibuprofen, go out there, ignore the pain, or no, not even ibuprofen, because they're athletes. They got that good shit.
Yep.
Fucking put that good shit in you, grab the needle, stab it in, and get out there.
Or
Like,
just be like the rest of us, icy hot.
yeah, yes.
Like
Yes.
you come out there and win the series, and then you can get like a week and a half off to rest your hamstring, so you can go play in the fucking finals. But no, you get a little sore, and you're gonna watch your team get fucking waxed and bounced in 4 games.
Did he say anything afterwards that you saw? I don't know if he said anything about his injury or whatever. But
He didn't really speak on the injury for like his injury during his presser. He was just more or less like I've learned this is not a direct quote, but he's like I've learned, especially here in the playoffs, the winner of each series is usually going to be the healthier team.
I don't like that.
I don't either.
I don't like that. Dude, come on,
But
man.
and then I think like not even it was like a day after they got swept. He had like a video of him go surface where he's like dancing by the pool. And he's like, this
Ooh,
motherfucker wasted no time getting his tickets to Cancun.
yeah. It's actually probably what happened. He probably got that game time decision update from the doctors, then was like, I'm fucked, better book my ticket.
I'm gonna go ahead
And
and get my
then
tickets now.
the next day, the day of the game, he realized he forgot to buy flight insurance and was just like, "Oh boy, I can't do all this." So yeah,
Can't
he
miss
just
this trip.
sent it. Yeah, he was already packed up, had everything in the car, just waiting for him. He had to go to the airport right after the game. I mean, if he had a video up that quick,
That motherfucker was there.
he was there. He was like taking the red eye flight and everything, trying to get there on time, fresh in the morning, right for the drinks. What a
Celtics
fucking
go to the
psycho.
finals.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody would have guessed anything different out of the East.
No, I don't think so. it was what it was. There was really nothing you could do about it. They each team that they played had their best players get injured. You had the Heat, you had the Cavs, and then the Pacers. And now we get to find out who they play next because luckily we get a little bit more basketball, but we'll get into that later. But for now, I want to talk about the Celtics. Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown is really coming back. He held up that MVP trophy, didn't he not? You know?
Yeah.
He's
No,
yeah, he
I think Tatum won it.
really? I don't know.
Yeah,
I thought
I'm pretty sure Tatum won it.
I don't know. I'm like,
Well, I'm looking it up. Don't worry
oh,
about it.
okay. Okay. I was going to say I can't type fast.
No, it was definitely Jalen Brown.
Yeah, okay.
You
Okay.
were correct. You were correct.
Oh, that's the only win I'm ever going to get with you on basketball. So I'm going to take that. Um
I ain't gonna lie, I turned that game off with like in the last like 2 minutes. I was like, "Fuck this shit, it's over with."
yeah, I turned it off too and I just happened to see it on Twitter. That's literally the only way I know. Otherwise, if that random post wasn't there, I promise you I'd have no fucking clue that that MVP thing was even existed. So,
Yeah, I did have a moment where I forgot that they do conference final MVPs now.
exactly. But yeah, Jalen Brown, I mean, game 2, he went the fuck off. And then for the rest of the series, like he kept doing Jalen Brown things, but I feel like he deservedly won that. He was really kind of like the shining star because Tatum, you already know what you're getting with Tatum. So you already know, like, I still do think he's the best player on the Celtics, but
Yeah.
Jalen Brown, what a fucking number 2 to have, you know?
Yeah, because I'm fairly certain. I mean, I'm sure it's not the exact number, but in the conference finals, he averaged like, dude, it had to be like 28, 29.
Yeah, exactly. And the rest of the team, I mean, in this series, the biggest lesson I learned or that I took away from the series is that the Celtics are just closing out the games. Like fourth quarter, it comes down to those last minute decisions, those last minute plays. The Celtics are actually being that clutch team that they kind of need to be when they face bigger opponents.
Yeah, they
Come,
kind of just survive until like the last 2 minutes, and then they're like,
yeah,
okay, we'll just finish it out now.
exactly. And maybe that's the secret to success. I don't know. We're not the number one basketball team in the nation, so what would we know? I mean, we probably would be if we played, but
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, like easily. But I mean, since we're not because we're busy, um, they seem to have the secret unlocked of yeah, just keep the foot on cruise control for the first 3.5 quarters, and then stomp it on the gas in the last 2 minutes and just go balls to the wall because the back and forth every time you just see them and they're just it's almost like they're all just on fire those last 2 minutes.
Yeah,
It's like the fucking Mario Kart invincibility star or some shit
yeah.
because
They don't make
mm-mm,
mistakes to close
no.
games. They just don't.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see what they do in the finals just in the sense of I've learned this year in my this is my second year like fully watching basketball all the way and like being like into it, and I've learned to like team basketball more. So watching the Celtics play for me can be pretty entertaining once they get a flow going. But my boy Sam Hauser is fucking struggling.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, he is ice fucking cold. Brother, there are 26,000 people in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. You and I are one of them. I don't know which one's more famous. Well, we won't debate that. But you need to lock in and represent our city. I need you to be there. And Cole Caulfield's over there scoring goals for Team USA and still one of the top stars on the Montreal Canadiens in the NHL. So he's doing great for Stevens Point. Joe Pavelski is almost in the NHL finals. So we need you to start fucking holding your weight. I can't do it all. And my supporting cast of NHL All Stars, Cole Caulfield and Joe Pavelski, they help, but it's a lot for me to handle, man. So
One man can't
yeah.
handle all that weight.
So if if you could help out, I would really appreciate that, man. Once we get to finals, I need you to lock in. Start banging threes. Your brother, he just got in the league. He's on a summer team or a G League team, I forget. But you don't want him to replace you. You never want the little brother to beat you.
Now go ahead and this pep talk that you're giving him right now. He might win Finals MVP.
I think so. I mean, if I were Sam Hauser, professional basketball player, and I heard this type of speech coming, I would be I would be running through brick walls. I would be punching.
Jason Tatum, who?
Yeah, exactly. I'd be taking out Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. What? Drew Holiday? No. Defense for Sam Hauser, lockdown. Do everything, man. The only thing that's stopping you is you. Stop fucking
Go
up.
win, go win that motherfucker.
Yeah, go win that motherfucker. That's right. That aside, though, but the rest of the team looks great. I'm really excited to see if they do finish their story because they're running out of time, or if they choke it away again, and then maybe these Avengers disassemble and the
I hope they choke.
Celtics, yeah, take another 10 years. Yeah, yeah, I know how you feel about it. Yeah.
Yeah, Lakers fan. I hope they choke. Never want Boston to win shit.
And honestly, that's fair. And I mean, for me, I'm a Bucks fan. Giannis hated us and choked away the first round of the playoffs to the Pacers. But hey, Pacers made it to the semifinals. They did a good job. Um, the Pacers for me are always a very confusing team because I feel like one year they're like contending,
Yeah,
and then the next year they're looking like ass, and then the year after that they're contending again. It seems very flip floppy with them, and maybe I'm reading into that wrong, but I think it's just because of the constant roster changes. Because every time I try to keep up with the Pacers roster, just because Indiana, so like I'll look at it every now and again. I feel like there's always different people on the team.
they rotate out so many fucking role players.
Yeah. So I am heavily confused on how any of that is like really working with them. But if they keep the guys that they have now, which seemingly it looks like they're going to, as far as like, especially with, Halliburton, Miles Turner's always there, Siakam. I
They have to
think,
resign Siakam.
yeah, I think,
Siakam is a free agent.
okay, so they re sign him. They will be in good shape going to next year. Their offense is fucking insane, like you were telling everybody a couple weeks ago. So I see no reason why you shouldn't be trying to keep as many people as possible and just keep the momentum going. Because if you figure
Yeah,
out defense, you'd be one of the most lethal teams in the NBA.
yeah, they got no reason to make any big changes. Just keep building on the core that you got right now. Maybe bring in a couple just strictly defensive role players, but no big major shakeups. Just get your fucking shit together and learn how to close a game.
Yeah, and they have their bench stars too. McConnell, Nemhard. They did shit I didn't think was gonna happen in the playoffs. All of a sudden they're going off.
That is true.
32 points, 23 points, like they're just getting after it. But Celtics are the Celtics. They put hit out on Halliburton just as they did with Donovan Mitchell, just as they did with Jimmy Butler. So I guess their fucking hitman is 3 for 3 so far. So Luka better watch the fuck out, or Anthony Edwards better watch the fuck out because this guy's
They're
pretty
coming.
accurate. Yeah, they're coming,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
got
all
them. This
hamstrings.
this motherfucker don't miss.
No, man, not at
Well, we'll
all.
we'll go ahead and transition over to that Western Conference series that's very one sided at the moment.
Yes, very one-sided. I mean, from the start, I was my heart said Mavericks, but I didn't listen to my heart, and it's on tape, so I can't just go back and say that.
Yeah,
It's on recorded
we have proof.
podcast. Yeah, there is proven audio that I said that the Minnesota Timberwolves were going to sweep the Mavericks. I didn't even agree with you. I said 4-0 Minnesota Timberwolves. And look where we're at now.
They almost got swept.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not super keen on my in-depth NBA analysis. And also to be fair, given the players on the Timberwolves, I did not expect Kyrie and Luka to dice them up like they have been doing.
I don't think anyone would have guessed there would be a 3-1 series right now. Game 5 is tonight.
Yep. Game 5 is tonight,
So,
and we're going to see if Dallas is just going to close it out and fucking focus on the finals, or if Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I'm sure there's other players on the team, but they're not doing anything. Karl Anthony Towns.
yeah, I'm really upset we lost our last recording because I lit that motherfucker up.
I know. It was every day is going to be pain until I feel like it's properly amended. I want you to know that. It
Yeah, even though
hurts.
you had a good game in Game 4, Cat, I still don't like you.
Yeah, you're not fooling anybody. Let's get that out of the way. Your playoff
A
performance.
blind squirrel even finds a nut every now and again.
Yeah, exactly. The performance in these semifinals were horrible because you thought that you could make every single shot ever. You thought you were just fucking superstar, and you've been saying that for a while, Cat. But eventually, superstars, like, they may not win a finals, but they'll like be in the MVP race. They'll win an MVP. They'll do something that's like, oh, okay, this guy is clearly the number one on his team. But you just been
Yeah,
getting outplayed by a 22-year-old who just got here.
absolutely.
So, Kat, you need to, yeah, if you want your team to win any more games, which may not be very likely, and we're definitely going to see tonight how you do. If I were you, I would stop taking so many shots. I mean, he almost fouled out.
He did foul out.
He did foul out. Okay. Yeah. When did
He
he
did
foul out?
in the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter. Okay. Because I
He had
remember,
he had 5 fouls in the third. Got
yeah.
benched halfway through the fourth. Checked in, got his sixth. Sat the rest of the game.
Okay. I was gonna say I didn't get to watch like very much of the fourth quarter, so I didn't see if he went out. But I remember watching the first half, and he had already had like three, I think, or four, and then maybe he got one more in the third quarter. But yeah, he was trying his best to fuck up that win.
Yeah,
Still,
he fouls. He fouls a lot. That's why Anthony Edwards in a press conference just looked at him one game and said, "Quit fucking fouling."
it's the best advice you can get. You don't
Yeah,
want to beat
just
around the
stop.
bush. Just stop, dude. Hey, Karl Anthony Towns, have you thought about not fouling? Oh,
Easy.
yeah, that's what I would do. I mean, but like I said, I'm busy. Pip's busy, so we can't be in the league to show y'all how it's done.
I can't coach you.
No, no. We have other obligations.
Carl Anthony Towns, you get your shit together, or you're gonna get traded. I mentioned this in our lost recording. I know I bring this up a lot, but it was a good one. If you don't get his shit together, it probably won't happen, but it should. Recoup your losses that you did for trading for Rudy Gobert. Cut your ties with Cat. Build around Anthony Edwards, and move on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I agree completely. They already have the replacement. Nas Reed, he is a center, right?
Rudy Gobert or
No,
Cat?
Nas Reed,
Nas Reed does play
he
power
can
forward,
play
small ball
center.
center. Yeah,
Okay. So, power forward, small ball center. You got someone who can kind of step in, and he's been playing like Cat has been trying to play.
100%. I mean, that's why he won
So,
6 Man of the Year.
yeah. So he's doing just fine. I don't think they need you anymore. You can go to, I don't know, the Clippers, I guess, or fucking Houston or Phoenix, wherever the guys that used to be something aren't anything anymore go. Figure it out. I mean, you still might be something for all I know. I could know fuck all, but based on your performance lately, you've been
I hate you
showing
right
that.
now.
Yeah, exactly. So all my opinions overall will be based on right now, just because it's easier that way and I don't have to think too hard.
I
That's
like
about
that.
that. Yeah, yeah. It's just, let's keep it simple. Let's not complicate this.
But if we're basing how this is going to go just off history alone, it's going to be a Celtics Mavericks finals.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. And
No, I mean, no team has ever came back from 3-0.
no, I mean that would be real good for those MJ comparisons for Edwards if he did it, but
Bro, I swear to God, if they complete the first ever 3-0 comeback, we got to call in MJ for a DNA test, bro. We just have to.
at this point, that might be the move. I mean, the dude, he the problem with that is just that he hasn't really been the Anthony Edwards as much. Because I think even in game 5, he had, what was it, 29? Yeah, 29 points. Or
Yeah.
not game 5, game 4, 29 points. And that is good, but it's like what we said on the last episode, that you can't do it all on your own. You know, the role players, they have to step up. Karl Anthony Towns, he was there for that night, but he's not going to be consistent enough to keep it going.
Yeah,
So,
sadly, he was there that night. I had the under 19.5. Fuck you, Cat. I'm not going to get into you again, but you lost me money.
yeah, Cat, don't lose my boy money. Big fucking mistake, guy. Come meet me.
Yeah. Now,
Or don't.
please don't. You're actually a large human
Yeah,
being.
you would actually fucking hammer fist me to concrete.
What I desperately need it almost just as much as I need to breathe. I need Anthony Edwards to have one of those like 40-point explosions where he's just running his fucking mouth.
Yeah, we have missed that because he's been talking trash, but just not in that way where it's just like, I am fucking better than you and I'm letting you know about it like right now. Hey, look at me. I just fucking dunked on your scrawny ass, or hey, I just pulled up a shot in your fucking face. We're not getting that from him right now, and we do need one of those games. That would heal me. That would heal
Yeah,
me
I
very
need
much.
it. I need it bad where he just has an offensive explosion and just every bucket just runs his mouth. I
But
need it so bad.
I mean, maybe it's just because what you had talked about before with him calling out Kyrie, called out Kyrie, and Kyrie took that.
He did.
Kyrie came out and
He
was
did.
like, "All right, you want to see? Let's see." And you can't guard somebody who dribbles so fast that your brain could turn to mush, and then also is like one of the best, if not the best, ball handler in NBA history, coming out and just showing you what's what. Because Kyrie is in his bag all the fucking way.
Yeah.
Watching LUKA play is fucking awesome, and I'm mad at myself for not watching as consistently. Everyone sees like the little shorts and little highlights and TikToks or whatever the fuck, but watching him play a full game, being able to watch him play full games throughout these playoff series has been awesome. Like, he is just fucking amazing at basketball, and everyone obviously already knows that, but just seeing it to believe it is so much better. So much
Yeah, because
better.
he makes everybody else play at his pace,
Yeah.
which
He
is not very
is
fast.
no, but he controls the game. And that shot on Rudy Gobert, I could watch it over and over.
Yeah, I
Rudy,
probably watched it at least like 30 times.
I know, in slow-mo too,
And bro,
watching Rudy's face.
everybody that was watching it, as soon as the shot left his hands, you just knew it was going in.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I had 100% confidence. I don't know, I felt like he was making it once I saw the matchup.
Yeah, once they made that switch and he started ISOing, I was like, it's done. It's
Yep.
over.
Because I'm like, he's not going to keep up with him if he makes one basketball player move. If he does
Yep.
one crossover, step back, which he did both, and then just cash the shot just like that. Like, what a fucking ending. That was just
Yeah,
like
and
awesome.
I'm sure by the time we shoot our next episode, we'll be able to analyze the finals matchup. I'm sure the finals will be set by the time we record this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
That's
sure
why
too.
I don't want to get into it much right now, but I think either way it goes, whether the Mavs do what they're supposed to or the Timberwolves make history, I think it's going to be a good series. I think we're going to get a good finals, regardless of who goes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's going to be like an actual matchup for the Celtics in the sense of it won't be those fourth quarter close out the game and go home. I think that whoever faces the Celtics is either gonna win the finals or they're at least gonna give them a pretty fucking hard fight.
Oh, I already got money on both of the teams in the West winning the finals.
Yeah, I mean,
I bet on both of them.
I don't blame you. It's the right thing to do. It's the fair thing to do. But I'm excited to see this game tonight just because I love watching Kyrie and I love watching LUKA now as I found my new love. But I would not be mad to see Anthony Edwards go off. And hey, more basketball is more basketball. Won't hear me complain about it.
Yeah, hell no. I'm going to go ahead and extend this series real quick. Keep it going. I need more shit to talk about. I need more joy in my life. Please.
Exactly. You know, this rope only extends so far, and we're reaching the end. I don't think anybody wants to hear us talking about baseball or hockey or anything. Not because they're bad sports, just because we are not nearly as well versed in
No.
either of those.
I couldn't come on here and just shoot all this shit from the hip. You tell me we're going to shoot a baseball episode, they're going to get fucking pages full of notes of me not knowing what the fuck I'm talking about.
Just sitting there, hey, you know, don't knock it, man. Gotta.
In today's news. Yeah, no, we don't want that.
It looks like Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That would be
two
awesome.
doubles today.
Wow, is that good?
I have no idea.
No, I'm trying this year. I'm trying to get slowly back into baseball, but we'll see. It's hard.
It's just so boring to watch.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, baseball fans, but I don't watch until the World Series.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll watch if like the Brewers are in the playoffs. That's really about it. And then I'll keep up with them, but that's like ESPN can tell me what's going on. I don't need to watch 3 hours.
We talked about this a little bit, but we'll just go to WNBA after the finals. So
That's right. Yeah, because I mean, those playoffs, they start what? July, August?
I think so. Their season's fucking weird.
Yeah, I don't get it either, and I'm legitimately gonna do absolutely no research to try to understand it. I'm just gonna wait till it punches me in the face, and I'll be like, okay, we're here now.
There's time for me to like look at things.
Exactly. Like, it's basketball. Once you sort of understand it, the pieces just fall into place by themselves. You just got to keep up with the news.
Same games, same style, no dunking. That's it.
That's right. That's right. But yeah, I think to wrap up the NBA stuff, I think we're looking forward to a good finals as well. I think maybe the Wolves can get one more. And if they do, I still think the Mavs are going to close it out, to be honest.
It's probably going to happen. And I don't want to, you can never try to be the guy that's been like, this is going to be the first time in NBA history. But I wouldn't be mad.
No. See, yeah, I wouldn't be mad. I would be, part of me would be sad because Kyrie isn't playing in the finals. I was thinking about that this weekend, by the way. He's my favorite. He's my favorite player. I love watching Kyrie. I could do it for years. If I was put in purgatory and it was just a TV screen of Kyrie Irving highlights, I would be fine. I don't know. I think it's because, one, he's on the shorter end in regards to NBA players. I'm on the shorter end in regards to humans. So watching the little guy just go in and torch up some fucking 6'8" defender is awesome to me. Because I'm like, yeah, if he can do it, I can. I mean, given he's still 7 inches taller than me, but hey, there's hope for us yet.
I feel that because, dude, it kind of is a punch in my face because I look at it and I'm like, damn, we're the same height. I can't do that shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like, hey, wonderful perspectives from each side. But
right.
I think watching Anthony Edwards in a finals this early would just be dope to see. But also watching Kyrie kind of have this comeback story is kind of what I'm rooting for as well.
All I'm saying right now is if the Timberwolves make a 3-0 comeback, Anthony Edwards is going to talk his shit.
He will
go into that finals ready to run through a fucking wall.
Ooh, but what if, okay. An inquiry, though. If the Mavericks end up winning, do you think that your analysis of Karl Anthony Towns might bleed into the locker room a little bit? If
They
they
should get
look,
rid of him.
yeah, if they look back on those stats,
I hope
Anthony
so.
Edwards is a shit talker. Maybe he's like, oh, yeah, some guys didn't play their role well, Karl Anthony Towns. Because, like, there's always those moments on teams in any sport where you see two dudes or you see three dudes or whatever the fuck, they're all buddy buddy, and then all of a sudden there's some disarray. See Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, for example. They look like best buddies. All of a sudden, Stephon Diggs, in my
Does not like that
opinion,
motherfucker.
yeah, in my opinion, doesn't like the motherfucker, starts whining a little bit, and then gets traded to a horrible team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're not biting. All right. Gets traded to the Houston Texans, and it's just kind of like, oh, okay, I guess this wasn't working out.
Conference
So
favorites, by the way.
don't put that evil on me. I don't want to hear that.
Basketball.
All right.
Talking
Basketball. Lock in. But yeah, I think if they do lose the series, which they're more than likely going to, I think there might be some behind the scenes like, oh, get out of town type of deal. Especially now that they have Rudy, who's a fucking monster on defense, and they got
I
Nas.
think it would definitely be talked about.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't see a world where it's not explored.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I think they might try to. I don't know what they would try to bolster up, though. If they would try to get another defensive player or if they would try to get like a better complement to Anthony Edwards.
I think if they brought in like a forward, like a star forward, that would work a lot better.
Yeah. But regardless, it's going to be an exciting series. Game 5 is tonight. Depending on when this comes out, I'll try to get it out ASAP. But depending on when it comes out, we'll already know the results, and you guys will hear our thoughts on the weekend as we do the finals preview. But for now, that's that. If you want to, we can jump into some NFL news.
Yeah, go ahead. Not much to give y'all, but we got a little bit.
Yeah, not much at all. Trying to fill things with time. This is why we need more basketball games. Oh, and quickly, before we get into NFL, Bill Walton passed away.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to the man. The one good thing, and probably the only good thing about us losing the other recording, is that I listened to a Bill Walton interview on Pardon My Take with Barstool Sports from like 2017 because they played it at the end of their most recent episode in honor of him. And dude, that motherfucker was awesome.
Yeah, he was a super cool guy.
Yeah, he
Real
was
down to earth, super cool guy.
awesome. He's like a Deadhead, Grateful Dead, huge fan of them. Going to all these concerts, doing all the shit. Just hearing him speak puts a smile on your face. You're like, damn.
Yeah, he was a great guy. Lost a good one.
Yeah, but RIP to him. And now we get into what is, if anything, NFL news. First off, the draft is going to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, cool.
All right. I mean, what a three-way of choices lately. Detroit to Green Bay, then to Pittsburgh. Nothing screams we want to get the blue-collar boys back on track more than going to those three cities year after year. And good for y'all having it in Pittsburgh, but at this time, Pip and I are going to respectfully decline the NFL's future invitation.
Yeah, we know it's going to come because we're going to be super famous by then anyway. We'll live stream our reactions for it, but you're not going to catch middle of the pack in Pittsburgh. Just not going to happen.
No, there is just straight up a 0% chance. We appreciate the invite, Mr. Goodell. We're very thankful, and we know
honored.
Honored. We know you're going to be begging, but This is future me right now telling you, stop texting us. We're not coming. Stop calling us. We're not coming. Stop sending Marvin Harrison and Steve Smith and Calvin Johnson to come convince us. We'll hang out with them, but we're not
They'll
coming to
be
the
on the
draft.
show, but we're not
Yeah,
coming.
we can't do it. So that's that. Other than that, we have two of the first games of the year that are announced. The first one is going to be the Ravens and the Chiefs kicking off the year. That one
It's gonna
could
be
be
a really good
fun.
game. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
great game.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, for all we know, we could get some extra insight on that, huh? Because I heard from you.
Oh yeah, I'll be going to meet them in about 2 weeks.
That's right.
I'll be at their first look event on the field, talking to players, talking to coaches.
All you
Be
got to
super cool.
do is give them like, I don't know, give them some sort of like inspiring story or something. You know, uh, I've done a lot in my life, and as I transition into the next phase of my life, my dream is to get into the world of sports. And Mr. Mahomes, I think you can help me achieve that dream.
I'll be
Mr.
in uniform. They'll buy it.
Yeah, exactly. So they might just get that first guest star
Patrick
onto middle of
Mahomes.
the pack. Dude, just imagine.
I come back and I'm like, hey, Fax, I got Patrick Mahomes.
Just a random episode, just a list of episodes. Episode 4, episode 5, episode 6 featuring Patrick Mahomes, Super Bowl MVP.
I think
Just
we'd blow
us
up
talking shit.
immediately.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a little earlier than we anticipated because we were thinking probably like roughly a week or two after that. But with Patrick Mahomes, he could come a little early.
Yeah. I'll talk to him.
All right, yeah. Let me know. Just have him text us. Just put us in a group. We'll figure out the details.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. But other than that, it's going to be Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson going head to head. It's going to be a lot of good football. I'm excited for that game. It's going to be a good way to start the year. I always love it when a game, because last year was it Chiefs and Lions?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. That was a great game to start off the year. That was awesome.
It was.
So I'm excited that it's Ravens and Chiefs. If we do get Patrick Mahomes on, I promise not to tell him how I may or may not have said that I wanted my team to stomp on his throat, or that I would love to see Kyle Hamilton spear him.
We'll leave that out.
Yeah, we'll leave that out. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Hey, it's the player, not the person.
Right.
I'm sure he's a great guy, but the player, I can't do it, man. My conscience won't let me.
He'll
Find
be
out.
on soon.
Oh yeah. The next day, we're gonna get right into it with the Packers and the Eagles.
Eagles waxing that ass.
Yeah, Eagles are going to be imposing their will on that godforsaken city that somehow got a fucking NFL draft to go to it. If anybody in the state of Wisconsin, my home state, yep, I'll preface it, my home state, is watching this game, because you all are going to be, I hope that Jordan Love gets drop kicked by Jalen Carter. I want Jalen Carter, who is known for tackling people with his shoulder. I want him to go in the midair, turn his body 180 degrees and drop kick Jordan Love so hard into the fucking turf that he reevaluates his entire career. Packers fans, specifically the ones who hurt my feelings when I was a young little Colts fan, happy to see Andrew Luck on the field. I hate you. And I want nothing but sadness in your future in regards to specifically NFL football, specifically the Green Bay Packers.
It's fair.
So take that as you will, but the Eagles are going to fucking curb stomp you guys into last place in the NFC North.
I think that's pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate.
I mean, yeah, it's not out of the realm of possibility at all.
And then as we move on from that, we'll just group it all up in one, because there's a bunch of people in their off seasons that are like, I want to get better. Yeah, no shit. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do better. I'd hope so. Oh, I feel great after my injury. No shit.
Mhm.
Like,
We
it's
are
like, thank you for sharing with me that you plan to be better than you were the year before and you're making progression. I'd really fucking hope so that you're a professional athlete, that you would make progression. I don't feel the need that you should have to tell me that you're going to do that.
Yeah, it's a very, very no shit news in the NFL lately. That's basically the substance of what we have going on. Yeah, we
Huh,
had
yes, I'm an edge rusher and I'm going to go for the sack record. I would hope so.
yeah, Thibodeau. That's right. I
Yeah,
know who you
thanks,
are.
Kayvon.
Yeah. Jalen Carter. Oh, I'm gonna do better than my rookie year. Yeah,
No
dude.
shit.
Thank you. Oh, are you? Well, I'm sure your coach appreciates that. That you want to make natural progressions in your athletic career. That's awesome, brother.
Good work.
Yeah. Yeah, it's happening a lot. And then also that Houston one. Oh, Mixon and Pierce are gonna be a 1-2 punch. You mean you're gonna use the two running backs twice?
Great.
Like you're gonna be using both of them? The two arguable RB1s as RB1A and 1B?
Good.
Yep. Yep. That's what you're
We've
supposed to
never
do.
seen that one before.
No. I mean, shit. We did it with a 1A and 1C with Jonathan Taylor and Zach Moss, but
The Panthers used to do it with Jonathan Stewart and D'Angelo Williams.
oh, yeah.
It's not. This is not anything new. This is not a new concept.
No. So, yes, overall, the offseason news was slow this week, and that's essentially all that we've gotten.
Not Will
Um,
Levis though.
yeah, Will Levis got a little more than he anticipated. So
Mayo man.
in the lost files of Middle of the Pack, you had not seen anything yet.
I still have not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't watch that video, guys. That's disgusting. I'll send it
Put
to
it
you
in the
after this.
comments.
Yeah, put it in the comments, send the link. It's just abhorrent behavior. Not necessary that someone, has that information leaked. Seriously, put it in the comments. I'm not kidding. Put it in the comments. Send the
I
link.
need that shit.
But yeah, that was very unfortunate. Good thing that he's on a franchise that definitely will not finish first in the AFC South.
No, they won't.
No, they won't.
That's my home state too, but they won't. That's fine.
No, they won't. Everyone knows who's going to win the AFC South.
Houston
The
Texans.
Colts. Yeah. The Colts. Yep.
I'm glad we agree.
Yep. Yeah, you cut out for a sec there. I assumed what you said.
We'll go
So,
with it.
all right. Perfect. But yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing in there's a good joke there. That's the biggest thing in NFL news this week, really. Other than that, we're going to have the final setup for the NBA here next time. Hopefully somebody says some stupid shit or somebody gets traded to some team that was never contending and probably still won't be by the time that they get there, but they think they're going to change the culture for that team, even though they won't in the NFL. A lot of shit could happen in these next few days. So make sure to stay tuned in, do all of the nice things to us, like, subscribe, comment, tell us how much you love us. We'll be making sure that this episode comes out and it recorded properly, because it is, and that your mom gets it on time. She's been asking about it. Don't
We
worry. I
got
let
it.
her know. Yeah, it's all good. We'll take
We just
care of
want
it.
y'all to know this one being late is not our fault. We
No, it
tried.
isn't. Yeah.
We recorded it.
We were responsible, but then the stupid service, who I will not name just because I'm a nice guy, the stupid service didn't work and it didn't do its job. So I jumped ship. I'm a one strike and you're out type of guy when it comes to
Yeah, we're
business.
moving on.
Yeah. On to the next like it was nothing. But this time you'll get your episode, and then you'll get your episode this weekend. So
You have to wait less now.
yeah, you're welcome. We kept you gnawing at the bits for anticipation, and then you get another episode like 4 days after this one. You're
You should
welcome.
really thank us.
Yeah, you're welcome. But
I know your mom will
anyways,
be happy too.
amen. And we're more than happy to oblige.
Of
But
course.
anyways, with that being said, thank you for watching Middle of the Pack. I'm Fax,
And I'm Pip.
and we will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Peace.